everybody. Welcome to another episode of For the Love of Writing. Before we start, I'm going to read an excerpt from Christmas Fear. It's my favorite chapter. It's called Find My iPhone. I figured this would be the perfect way to not give anything away, but still give you a little bit of the book. So here we go. I'm going to call them, Neil said as he grew hangry and pulled a cell phone out of his front pants pocket. I'll call Casey, you call Marcus, Mary stated as she put her cell phone up to her right ear. It's ringing, Neil said hopefully. Still ringing. Same here, Mary said as she sipped her wine. God damn it, it went to voicemail, Neil said as he tried again and got the same response the next 3 attempts. Yep, Casey's phone went to voicemail too. You know what? I'm going to use the Find My iPhone app on Casey, Mary said as she started digging into her plate of now slightly cold ham. I'll find Marcus's location, Neil said, shaking his head, hoping to get down to the bottom of these matters so they could stop worrying and enjoy their dinner. What the hell? Mary said, confused as she showed Neil her phone. She's here. Did you check the bathroom? Neil asked, wondering if she would either just be in the bathroom on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or Snapchat, or if she had possibly left her cell phone by accident as she was sneaking out. Okay, this makes no sense at all. My phone shows Marcus is here too. Look. Neil showed Mary his phone. That's weird. So their phones are both in the house. What the heck? Mary shook her head in confusion. I guarantee Marcus is on the side of the house building a snow fort. These damn kids, I swear, Neil said as he put his phone back into his pocket. They don't listen. They don't. Want me to go get Marcus? James asked after wiping his mouth with a napkin. No, Neil said as he went back to eating. You sure you still want to try for a baby? James asked, asking Stephanie this question. So that's the excerpt. I hope you liked it. Hope you enjoy this episode of For the Love of Writing. Buy Christmas Fear. You'll love it, I promise. There we go. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of For the Love of Writing. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I am here today with Royal Poff.
Hello,
Okay, good. I said it right.
hello.
I got Masu's name. It took me like 10 times to say it right. I felt so bad. I am so happy to have you on. You are the second guest from My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah,
I
yeah, that was a fantastic event. That was so much fun.
I loved it. That was my first book event.
Yeah, you told me that. That's crazy. That's a good first one to have.
Oh yeah. It wasn't too big or too small. It was just right. Um I've got 5 more planned this year.
Dang, you're committed now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been I'm trying to get my work in. But yeah, enough about me. My favorite thing about doing these is just finding out about every author and getting to know everybody and getting your information out there and maybe I can get some more books on my to be read list. Royal, do you want is that's a pen name, right?
It's a pen name and it's my name, but it's not my legal name.
Oh, okay.
I changed my name a few years back, so
Gotcha. I love it. Royal Pop. It's very unique.
thank you.
Absolutely. So I'll ask you the question I ask everybody, my favorite question. How old were you when you started writing and what got you into it?
So I started writing like in general, in the fourth grade. So in fourth grade, I started writing. I was very ADHD as a child. I'm still very ADHD, but as a child, it was like unmitigated. I couldn't control myself. Um, and I would often finish tests in school, and then I would get bored, and I would like terrorize the other students and just cause a big nuisance for the teachers and stuff like that. Teachers hated me because of it. Um, and I had this one teacher, her name was Mrs. Justice, and I loved her to death. She was like my favorite teacher throughout school. And she taught me to start writing as a form to like combat my ADHD. So whenever like I would get bored and I would finish stuff before other students, I would start writing. And she gave me this like she would give me like prompts and she'd be like, "Oh, you're writing a story about like a bear in the woods or something like that." And I would write it after tests. And the one story that I wrote, she actually had me read in front of the class because she liked it that much. And that really like lit the fire for me and started me into writing.
Oh, I love it. So you were in you said the fourth grade.
Yeah, so that's when I started writing. When I started writing like a little bit more professionally,
Yeah.
was when I was about 16. I met Brian Keene. Um, and he became a friend of mine. He's like a bigger name in the indie sphere. I don't know if you know him.
Frank, I've probably heard of him. I've heard so many names now.
That's fair. But he's part of the people that run AuthorCon. Like he's a big name. But he I met him at just like a signing, and he kind of took me under his wing and started teaching me like how to write a little bit more professionally and stuff. Um, and then I published my first book 2021, I want to say, either 21 or 22. Um, and I was about 21 years old at the time, so
Nice. Well,
yeah.
how old are you right now?
26.
Wow. That's I love it that I love that you're putting by you were putting books out before I was at the because I didn't put books out till I was I think at least 27. I'm horrible at math. I can't even remember. I just know it was 2017 my first book that I put out and it was oh it was a mess but I've
Yeah, my
grown.
first one was a mess too, don't get me wrong. It's not something I look back on with like the most pride, but I mean
Yeah.
it is still my first book, so
You how many books do you have in total published?
I want to say five solo books and then the two anthologies that I've ran, and then I've been part of a few anthologies.
Are you part of I think it's Matt Forget? Are you part of
Yeah, the essays,
you're
yeah.
doing that too, the Final
Yeah, I
Girl
am doing
essay?
that too.
Me too.
I'm so excited about that. That's such a cool concept.
Oh yeah. My wife is even doing an essay on that as well.
So is my partner. Yeah,
Yep.
it will be his first like published piece.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Oh I love it, man. Um was how many was Bloody Valentine? That wasn't your first convention, right?
Oh no, I've been around the block a lot. I started doing conventions actually the year after I started publishing, so 2022.
Oh,
Um I only had one book out at the time, so I really like some would say shouldn't have been doing conventions yet, but I'm sorry, my cat.
aw. Was it what
Um,
boy or girl?
girl, her name's Bella.
Bella. Aw,
She wants to be included.
she's cute. I've got three cats myself.
But yeah, I started doing
Oh,
conventions. I did a Gulastics book fair, which was set up by my friend Mike Lombardo and Chris Enoline. And it was like the Scholastics book fair you did as a kid, where like you weren't at your table. It was like you would put the books on the table and then you'd walk off and like hang out at the bar with the
okay.
other authors, and then they'd pick up the book solely off the book, not off the author. It was a really cool event. I really loved it.
I would love that.
But then immediately after that, I did AuthorCon, which I jumped into the deep end with that one because that's like a big convention. So I jumped immediately into the deep end.
That's New York City, right?
No, AuthorCon is Williamsburg, Virginia.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Oh man, I'm telling you. The second Bloody Valentine was over, I Basu was telling me about Delco, and then I saw the thing about Fright Reads, and then Thrills and Chills, and I was like, oh, I gotta start picking some and just
It's
go
a
through.
rush. It really is.
Yeah,
Like every time I do a convention, I feel so motivated afterwards, and that's when I get like the most of my writing done.
yeah, exactly. Oh, it feels so good going to those, and everybody's so supportive. It's like
Oh
everybody,
yeah.
everybody like wants to network with each other and trade books. It's a great feeling.
It's a fantastic community. I always tell people like I'm part of three autistic communities. I'm part of the horror community, the poetry community, and photography community. And photography and poetry, people are at each other's throats. People are like mean to each other. People like really, there is no sense of community there.
Oh wow.
And then like horror, for some reason, is the one where it's like everybody loves each other, everybody gets along, like everybody wants to see each other succeed and stuff. And it's like it's very weird to me, but it just works out that way, I guess.
Yeah. So right now, your books are all available on Amazon, right?
Yeah, so my books are all available on Amazon. A few of them are available in various bookstores. I have like two titles that are available at Barnes and Noble and stuff like that.
You have that is awesome. Oh, I'm so happy for you. How do you how do you get your books in Barnes and Noble? Like is there
So, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Is there like you can like donate them to them and like they'll if they make sales, they give you part of the sale, or do they have to like reach out to you?
So it's a little bit more complex than donating them, but you don't have to wait for them to reach out to you. They basically won't reach out to you unless you're like a really big name. Um, but I can actually walk you through the process. It's real. I don't want to say simple, but like once you get it down, it's simple.
Yeah.
Um, but basically, and I've learned this through a friend that worked at Barnes and Noble. Oh, still works at Barnes and Noble. I learned this through them that you basically just contact the each store has its own individual bookseller. That's how Barnes and Noble works.
Yeah.
Um, and that bookseller is in charge of what books come in and out of the store. So you
Okay.
contact that bookseller, and I can walk you through this later in more in depth,
Yeah.
but you contact that bookseller and you basically message them and you message them like a bio, like, oh, this is what my book's about, this is the title, this is this and that. Now you do have to be on Ingram for this. You have to publish through Ingram.
Okay.
They won't touch books published through KDP.
Okay.
Um, but if you publish through Ingram, you get on Amazon regardless. So it's honestly, in my opinion, it's much better to publish through Ingram than KDP.
Okay, Ingram. That's like online.
Yeah, it's online, but it's also like you can get the physical books. It's basically the same as KDP, it's just a different platform.
Oh, okay.
But since it's not directly through Amazon, they don't see it as a competition or like a competitor.
Yeah.
So they'll pick up books through Ingram, but they won't pick up books through KDP.
Okay.
But it's real simple to transfer your book from a KDP to Ingram. Uh, a- as long as you own your ISBN, you can transfer your book over, or you can just start publishing through Ingram and like leave your other books on KDP. It's a real simple process.
Nice. So I don't have to like write a brand new book and
Yeah,
publish it
so
on
no, you
Ingram.
can literally take your books that are on Amazon and just be like unlist them from Amazon, list them on I list them on Ingram, and then you can get into bookstores.
Oh, okay.
Um, and you contact each individual bookstore and you be like, hey, bookseller, like here's a book title about my book, here's a brief history of my book, here's a history about me, and then you wait to see which ones message you back. Some of them won't message you back, some of them don't accept indies,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm in probably about 20 to 30 Barnes and Noble at this point.
Wow.
And that's just through
Congratulations.
messaging them. Like it's crazy. Like there's a lot of them that will accept you.
Oh, that's awesome. Dude, I'm so happy for you. That is really cool having your books like at Barnes. I don't know. It's like for me, having your books there is like you have made it.
It's so cool. The first time I went to a Barnes& and Noble that had my book, they had it shelved directly above Stephen King. And I was like, that is just like a
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
experience.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Um, what genre do you like? Obviously, you write horror, right?
Yeah, I do like grief horror mostly. Grief horror and queer horror is my two like
Okay.
main subgenres.
What what are now you said you've got five books out, right?
Yeah.
What are the names of them and tell me a little bit about them.
So my odd duck out is more useful words for useless people. Because that one's a poetry collection.
Yeah.
So that one's like my odd duck. It's not horror, it's poetry. It's like because I'm a classically trained poet as well. I trained in the Poet Laureate of York. Um, so like every area has their own poet laureate. I trained under the one from where I grew up and from when I was like 16. So there's that one. There's Call to the Void, which is my first book, which it's a series of short stories. It's like
Oh, okay.
um it's definitely got first book syndrome, you know. It's a little rough around the edges. I didn't quite know what I was doing yet. Um there's Sleeping Among Wolves, which is like a queer horror novella.
Okay.
Um
You said Sleeping Among Wolves?
yeah, Sleeping Among Wolves. That's my best-selling book.
Oh,
Not to say that
nice.
like any of them was like crazy sellers, but that's definitely my best-selling book.
Hey, if they sell, they sell, you know?
Yeah, I'm happy with anything. Like the fact that anyone wants to buy my stuff still blows my mind.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's oh, it's a weird feeling when someone buys your book.
It
I
is.
over the past week, it's like I had a coworker buy two of my books. Um, the guy that I'm collaborating with right now, he just bought one of my books. One of the people I had on here recently, their husband bought one of my books, and and then I only sold six books at My Bloody Valentine, but I thought I was gonna sell zero, so I uh I did better than I thought I would do.
I mean, any amount sold at a convention, I see like the fact that somebody wants to buy a piece of me and wants my like signature on it is
Yeah,
insane to me. Like if it's one book, if it's 10 books, if it's whatever,
yeah.
like the fact that anyone wants it is just a crazy experience that
It's a weird feeling handing your book to somebody after you signed it and they actually paid for it.
it is.
It's a great feeling, but it's weird. It's like you're handing a piece of yourself over to them.
And Ingram, if you do go through Ingram, you can see which areas people buy a book from, which is crazy to me because I've had a few book sales from like Germany and like Italy and stuff.
Oh wow.
And like places you wouldn't expect like I don't know anyone in Germany, I don't know anyone in Italy. And it's like these people, it's not many, it's like three books in Germany, like one in Italy, but it's like it's people in other countries that are buying your book. It's crazy.
I've got one person in Australia who he wants signed copies of all six of my books.
Oh, that's
And
dope.
and I told him I'm like I got a seventh one coming out. I'm like in the summer and he's like gotta get that signed. And it feels really good. It's like it's definitely imposter syndrome I get a lot because just when people say they want to buy them, it's like I've thought to myself before, why? And
That's
it's
how I feel. I'm like, who
yeah,
wants to hear about me? Like, that's so weird because they're like pieces of your soul, you know? They're pieces of you. So it's like, who wants this
exactly.
piece of me? Like, that's weird.
Yeah. It's it is definitely a feeling I don't think I'll ever get used to. Um so you write poetry and horror. It's like the amount I've had probably half the people that come on here write poetry.
Oh,
and
really?
it keeps making me want to get into poetry. But oh, I think I'd be terrible at it.
You should try. Honestly, like the world needs more poets. It's unfortunately a dying art form, and like the world needs it. They need more poets. They need more people
Yeah.
that care about poetry.
I I have thought about writing poetry. I think I gotta read some poetry before I really start diving into. I've got to read more poetry at least. I've read a little bit, but I got to read a lot more before I ever try to dive into it. I write mostly like horror and thrillers and stuff though. It's so when it's like going to My Bloody Valentine and I see all these horror books, it's like, oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy the lengths that the whole community goes. Like there's a lot of people in the community. I'm constantly meeting new people. Like I met you at Bloody Valentine, I met like Jeff at Bloody Valentine. I'm constantly meeting new people. And like I'm like at the point now where I'm like I've been to so many conventions you'd think I know everyone, but I only know a small pool of people still.
Yeah. Like there was so many people at that convention that I've met that I'm now friends with on like Facebook, and it's incredible because everybody wants to reach out, and then you've got, other people interested in your books, and it's a great feeling.
Yeah, it is.
I love it. That's one of the reasons why I like doing this podcast. I like hearing about other people's books, about their experiences. It's a lot of fun. I the one of the questions I really wanted to ask you was because I don't remember if I went to your table or not because there were so many tables there.
Yes, I was.
I bought a book from Matt Forget. I bought one from him. Actually, him and I traded books. And I his is on my shelf waiting to be read because I am in the middle of a almost 600-page horror novel right now. So it's once that's read, I'm gonna start getting to his stuff. But yeah, it's what did you bring all your books with you to that convention, or did you just bring like a couple of them?
I'm pretty sure I brought everything. I normally bring everything. I'm very much I'll overpack, I'll bring like copies of everything and whatever sells, sells, whatever doesn't, I'll bring home type thing.
Yeah. What would you say if I asked you somebody who's trying to get into your work for the first time, what book do you recommend they read first?
So I recommend it's my baby is always Borderline. It's my newest work. I published it about a year and a half ago, and Borderline is uh, it doesn't reach like the number of sales that Sleeping Among Wolves does. But I much prefer it. I think Wolves was kind of my foray in the writing longer fiction, and
Yeah.
then Borderline was like my heart and soul. That's like m the piece that's very much me.
I so Borderline. What is that's horror?
Yeah, so that one's grief horror. It's about this guy who like he has borderline personality disorder, which is where the name comes from.
Oh,
Uh
okay.
because it's also something that I have.
Okay.
So I wanted positive borderline representation because like mental illness normally gets a negative stigma
Yeah.
in media. It's normally like the villain trait.
Yeah.
And I wanted a hero with this trait. He still does some fucked up shit. He still like definitely has a mental illness and he still presents as that way. But he's very much the hero of the story. He's very much the protagonist of the story. He's multifaceted. Um, but yeah, Borderline is about this guy that has borderline personality disorder. He takes a drug at a party and it lets him see the future. And he sees his ex basically commit suicide. And he has to like he goes back to the past once the drug wears off and he's like, "Oh shit, I have to save her life now. Like I have to save her from doing this act." And in the process he unleashes this like demon on his friends. Um and has to like solve that problem as well as like saving his ex's life. It's
Oh
a
wow.
very like trippy psychedelic type story.
I'm gonna have to read that. Borderline.
Thank you.
It's oh man. I this is why I love bringing people on. You hear all these like these news stories and the really good ones they stick in your head. And then it's like I have a to be read list in my head. I've got like 15 books I can remember, and like half of them are from just doing things with people on here. There's Borderline, and you said the other one was something with wolves.
Sleeping Among Wolves.
Sleeping Among Wolves. What's that about?
So Sleeping Among Wolves is about these two guys in a post-apocalyptic scenario. One gets bit by this zombie-like infection that's turning people into like these crazed cannibals.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and he's trying not to turn and kill his lover, basically. He's like trying to get his lover to safety before he turns into like this cannibalistic monster. It's very much like the whole like cannibalism as a metaphor for love type thing.
That have you ever seen the movie Bones and All?
That's what inspired it was Bones and All.
I knew it. I
It's
knew it the
very
second you
much
started
in a
talking
similar
about it.
vein,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that movie so much. The second you started talking about that, it that popped up right in my head.
Yeah, imagine Bones and All, but much more violent and much more gay. And that's the crux of Sleeping Among Wolves.
I gotta read that one too. That sounds really good. I if especially if it was inspired by Bones and All, because oh, I loved that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. I love that book. It's phenomenal.
I didn't even know it was a book.
Yeah,
Now I
it's
gotta read the
based off
book
a
too.
book. It's very well written.
Nice. Bones and All, man. That's awesome that you wrote something and like that inspired you to write something. I love it when because I've got a book called The Woman that I wrote shortly after watching the movie Misery. I
Yeah.
read the book and then I watched the movie and the next thing I knew I was sitting down and reading like this obsession about like this girl with a horrible past who ends up like becoming friends with her favorite author and becomes his editor. And it's a twist book. But I digress about that. We're here to talk about you. So Borderline, and you said Sleeping with Wolves, right?
Among Wolves, yeah.
Sleeping Among Wolves. Okay. And
Yeah,
those sound
my
good.
books, you'll find once you start reading them, they're very much like about that a point in life for me.
Yeah.
Sleeping Among Wolves was after a big breakup for me. It was after like a big heartbreak moment, and it was like me kind of rekindling my experience with romance, among other things.
Yeah.
And Borderline is kind of my struggle with, it's like a metaphor for my struggle with addiction and like having addictive personality, addictive past, and like mental illness and stuff like that.
You you sound a lot like me. I have oh yeah, I struggle with a bad mood disorder. I'm on medication for it.
Yeah, then you'd be able to relate to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm uh I'm sober 4 years and 8 months right now.
Congrats. That's phenomenal. That's great.
Yeah, it's been difficult, but it feels good. I wouldn't be able to write and go to book conventions if I was still doing that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it's people underestimate how hard it is to become like sober after especially like once you have an addictive personality, it's it's tough. It's like hard out there, you know?
yeah. The one thing I like about, and I don't know if you can agree with this or not, the one thing I like about having an addictive personality is you you always want to write.
Yeah, you
So
get
you're,
addicted to your walk as well. You can
yeah.
weaponize it. People don't understand that. You can weaponize addictive personality as well and make it like work in your favor as well.
Oh yeah. Like I got addicted for a while to going to the gym, and it's I lost so much weight. I was like 250 pounds. I dropped 50 pounds in like a year,
Oh,
and
that's crazy.
gained it back because I went on a cruise, and then I just kept eating after I got home. But but yeah, it's like all these things I find myself getting addicted to that are good things. It's really that's the one thing I like about having an addictive personality. It's like it's I have weird addictions. Like my weirdest addiction that I actually had at my bloody Valentine, I brought like 10 of them, was ginger ale.
That's my partner. They go crazy over ginger ale.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love it so much. I don't know why, but I love it. My wife makes fun of me constantly about it. She's like, "You and ginger ale." And I'm like, "You don't understand." I'm like, "I've never had a stomach ache." Um,
I mean, that'll do. That'll help.
oh yeah. Oh man. I I am so happy I found another author who's like I don't know. It's like half the authors I talked to, some of them are like have either um like never had like a few of them I know have never had like a drinking problem or a drug problem, and I don't know, it's like I feel like with me it's made it to where I can like add more to the story when I'm writing because of like different experiences that I've had because of certain things.
Yeah, once you go to certain places, it's like mentally, it helps to put that on the page and it helps to like sorry, I'm still getting over being sick.
You're fine.
It helps to like put that on the page and it helps to uh like face it head first almost, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I oh man, I'm telling you. Borderline and Sleeping Among Wolves. Those I gotta definitely get into those.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. This just it's like I like I was ta when I was talking to Basil, he was telling me about the Ghost of Poplar Valley and Devour the Rich, and before him I had this girl on, Madison Doyle, and she has a book. I think it's called Someplace or Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell. I think it's Someplace Between Heaven and Hell, and it's just all these different books that I want to get into, and it's oh, there's. I wish I could read a book a day.
Some people, I'm such a slow reader. Like
Me
it
too.
takes me a while to get through a book, and I always feel bad because I'm like, I'm gonna get to your book eventually. It's just I'm such a slow reader that it's gonna take me a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I left My Bloody Valentine with over 20 books
Oh
that
yeah, I don't doubt it.
between my wife and I, we bought at least like 10 to 15 books each. And I have not read a single one yet, but all of them are on my to be read. Like I've got 30 different books right now that are like piled up in my bedroom that I plan to read over the next like 2 years. It just if it's like the book I got right now I'm reading, it's 500 and like 30 pages, and I started reading it in like the very beginning of February, and I'm like almost 400 pages in, and it's just I drag with writing. It's well, with reading. It's horrible how slow I am.
See, like I said, I'm very ADHD, so I have to be like in the right mindset to read. But the problem is being in the right mindset to read and being in the right mindset to write are basically the same mindset.
Yeah.
So when I'm like, I need to be getting work done. But when I'm done getting work done, I can't like transition back into the reading mode because I'm already exhausted myself writing. So it's like,
Yep. it's very it's difficult to balance everything. Like I'm like I'd say I'm about halfway through that final girl essay. And then I'm writing a book called a novel called Sisters with another author. It's gonna be like a horror kind of book. And then I've got a short story collection I'm working on. And it's just and then
A lot
it's
of
like
eggs.
oh yeah, and it's just it's because like the one is due April 15th. The other one we're trying to put out in the fall or well in the summer. And the other one I'm trying to put out at the beginning of next year, like January or February of next year. And it's like just trying to get them all done. Oh, it's and then trying to read too. Like other books. It's so much to do at once that it's but you enjoy it all.
Yeah. See, last year was my first year where I didn't put out any independent books, like anything that was just my solo work.
Yeah.
Um, I did put out an anthology. I run this anthology every year. Well, I've done it the past 2 years. I'm doing it. I'm almost done the third one now, and then I think I'm gonna stop for a year because they're a lot of work. But
Oh,
that's been taking up a lot of my time running this anthology.
yeah.
Um, because it's a very like different kind of anthology. It's basically like round robin style, so like it's one continuous story instead of a bunch of short stories. But each author
Okay.
writes a chapter and then builds off the next author's
Yeah, I know what you're
chapter.
talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'd love to do one of those. I'm gonna eventually.
You
Oh,
should. They're fun. They're stressful. I will say they're very stressful,
I
but they're
can
a lot of
imagine.
fun.
Oh, I can imagine. So you said your books because we got like a little over a minute left. Oh, I hate I gotta get on on a different thing because Zoom's got that like 30 some minute thing. So your
Yeah.
books are available in select Barnes and Noble stores.
Yeah.
Um,
Anywhere online, basically, you can order
okay.
them, like any indie bookstore that will order in books and stuff like that, and then Amazon.
And they're all under the name Royal Poff.
Royal Poff and my earlier work is under Robert Royal Poff because that was before I changed my name.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, hey man, I loved having you on. I gotta have your partner on. I think your partner writes books, right?
Yeah. Well, they don't write books, but they're getting into with this essay.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Well, I am so happy I had you on. Thank you for your time. And everybody go check out Royal Poff's books.
Thank you.
I can't wait to myself. I am very excited for this. And thank you for coming on, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a
Oh,
lot of fun.
oh, absolutely. I love doing these. Thank you, and I'll see you at Thrills and Shows, okay?
I'll see you then, man.
All right, you have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.